I'm trying to think, was that a... Am I thinking of Breaking Bad? Why am I thinking about Breaking Bad? I haven't thought about Jesse... Oh, that's right. I was thinking about Jesse Pinkman earlier for reasons that I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm taking Mr. Smiley. We changed Mr. Smiley's eyes, so Mr. Smiley's eyes are now glowing red. Which is pretty great. They're kind of glowing... I fucking hate this matchup. They're kind of glowing pinkish, but, like, it's the best we could do. Look, man. It's the best we could do. I have to fix my camera, because my camera's on a delay also. Wah, wah. Oh, well, I'll fix it after. Hi-ya! Uh-huh. How vulnerable am I? I'm airborne, so that's good. Uh-oh. Trying to hold on to that momentum's not super great for me, though. Oop. Gotcha! The lethal hit. They don't think the lethal hit be like it do, but it is. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Alright, I actually got him. Caught that ass. Wake up into kick. Did not work at all. She's too fast. Wake up into kick. Did not work against too fast character. If Setsuka had slightly better Horis, I would play the hell out of her. But if I'm going to play a character that I like, that has really good verticals and bad Horis, I'm just going to play Mitsu anyways. That's just the plan of action all the time, baby. Yeah, her regular default BB jab stops me from continuing pressure there, which is definitely not bad. That's not bad at all. I main a trash character. 2B? 2B's not a trash character. 2B is about regular, and then you pop Soul Charge and you just become like a fucking Adonis. Look, man, to the people that tell you 2B is a bad character, all I have to say is, like, I don't think she's bad. A bad character is a character where almost all of their matchups are losing matchups, and their Soul Charge is not as good as hers. She has one of the better Soul Charges of the game, in my opinion. She's just received a lot of nerfs, and justly, they had to nerf her. When she first dropped, she was doing like 16, 17 second Marvel vs. Capcom 3 combos on you, and it was really ugly. That was the problem. They had to nerf her because she was comboing you for half of the round. And it was disastrous. She's one of the few characters that I look at and I go, oh, they nerfed her because she wasn't fun. They just straight up were like, yeah, people are hating this. Which is not what you really want out of a guest character. You don't want people to be like, man, fuck this. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Am I dead? Yeah. Oh, good shit. Damn. Her wall risings are hella good, and a lot of her moves leave her in tech crouch. I should be using Revenge Armor, but it's not Nightmare Revenge Armor, so I'm always, like, hesitant to use it. Alright, luckily he has a habit of whiffing a grab and then crouching. If I can punish that habit, I'm going to be able to do a lot better. Yeah, anytime I block something or he whiffs, he goes for a crouch afterwards, like that. See what I mean? Which, like, all power to you, man. Do it. Oh, now he won't do it because I brought it up. That'll kill him. There we go. I brought it up, and then he goes, fuck, I am, and then he stops doing it. My friend stopped playing because he's casual, and they nerfed the stuff he used to do as 2B. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But, like, there's a roster of, like, 40 characters. Mitsurugi is pretty bad right now. As it stands, this is probably the worst he's been in Soul Calibur since, like, Soul Calibur 1. In Soul Calibur 2, 3, 4, and 5, Mitsu was either mid-tier or incredibly good. This is the worst he's ever been in his, pretty much in his history. But I still play him because he's a fun character. And if I want to win, I pick a better character. I pick Hilda. If I actually de facto am just like, fuck this, I want to win, I'm just going to pick Hilda. Because she's one of the best characters in the game. She's like a top 5 character. She's incredible. She's hitting for fucking 140 damage wall combos with no meter, with no regalias. You actually end up net positive on your regalias. Super good range. Incredible horizontal mids. Probably the best horizontal mids in the game. So like, you know, because I play Mitsu is like my fault. I could literally just decide not to. That's as easy as it is. I could just decide not to play a Soul Calibur. Or play Mitsurugi. He did not crouch there. Nor there. Gotcha. This was his first Soul Calibur game. I tried to tell him to fall in love with a character that's not a guest character. Yeah, that's the big thing. Fall in love with a character that isn't a guest character. Because if you fell in love with Link in, like, Soul Calibur 2, or Spawn, or Darth Vader, like, you need to understand that that character's not coming back, like, ever. Which, if it's your friend's first fighting game ever, I can understand him being like, well, why not? But, like, licensing, like, it kind of just doesn't work that way. Uh-oh, that's actually not what I meant to do. Damn, a mid-kick. Oh, I have short-term memory from a concussion. She said easy to remember for me. Jesus. Uh-oh. This character is built on the back of tech crouching. Uh-huh. That's right, it's not safe. I will go for one of those, though. Uh-huh. Hello. Woo. Uh-huh. I believe that's maximum damage. I could be wrong about that, but that definitely does feel like it. And I see people do that. I've seen Lean do it. I've seen Rakuto do it. I never get that 6k lethal hit to proc ever. But if I'm ever able to do it. Hey, who has the best tech punish out of all characters? I think Nightmare's 1A is one of the best Ukemi tech punishes in the game because it's literally just, did your opponent Ukemi? Here's another like 70 damage. It's pretty great. I'm exaggerating obviously when I say 70, but it's really, really good. Nightmare's ability to do that is quite good. Woo! If you ask Kajira seriously, he'd say Hilda 3k? Yeah, but that's not a tech punish. That's just an incredibly good neutral tool. I think Hilda 3k is an incredibly good neutral tool. I don't think it's a good tech punish. Hello. You're not able to escape to the correct side. That hurts a lot. Yes, it does. Gotcha. Just had to wait. As far as I know, it's max and then add a new Ukemi catch technically to the kick lethal hit. Gotcha. Yeah, but if we're talking about tech, like catching an opponent, I think Nightmare 1A is really, really good. Hello. Okay. Ooh. Well, he has access to that incredibly good Tsukuyomi tool now, so this is going to be a little bit of a problem to get past. Uh-huh. Oh, I thought he'd wake up stepping. So I tried to stop him. Luckily, he panic crouches a lot. That's what I wanted that Nightmare player I was fighting earlier to do. I wanted him to panic crouch. But he never did. Never did, that Nightmare player. That's going to ring out. Oh, that's unfortunate. 8 seconds into the match, and I just do 2 body slams, second of which procced a lethal. Because if Asta gets hit by the first one, he does have a tech crouch. That move has a tech crouch on the startup and a tech jump on the way through. It's really, really weird. Asta has a lot of those now that I think about it. His 8A plus G does that also. I believe that has a minor tech crouch on it, but I could be wrong. An Asta player told me, and he was like an A2 rank, so I just believed him. Kajira, you should formulate your own opinions. You know, I try. But every now and then I look at someone who's a high-rank Asta, and I'm like, he probably knows his shit. Take that at face value, he probably knows his shit. Hello. Oh, the reset didn't work the way I wanted it to. That's unfortunate, because now I'm getting hit. He decided not to Ukemi, which is fine. It didn't work on him anyways. But Seed in Your Ass didn't work either. Broke that one also. Shit. Hamuru's heavy slashes are the best punishes? Those are incredible. Oh no, he meant for tech like a your opponent Ukemi'd. I think Hamuru's fucking heavy slashes are fantastic with punishers. I don't think they're good Ukemi catching punishers. I think Nightmare has the best Ukemi catch punish because his 1A is a lethal hit. It just gives him like 60 to 70 additional damage. It's really, really good. Hiya. That's a mid. Gotcha. That'll turn you? Not quite. He approaches with 6-6B a lot, which is good because it's a good move. Oh, I tried to catch him out of the sky. Didn't work. Okay. Hello. Alright, he can't guess all of these throws correctly. And I'm just going to start vortexing them on him until he dies. Oh, Hilda has the best Ukemi catches if you're accurate to like 5 frames or less. And she can half health you with them by themselves. I agree to an extent. The deal is like, I feel like most of the time when you want to do a Hilda Ukemi catch, it's to be able to Ukemi back into continual pressure instead of for additional damage. Nightmare wants to get that shit into additional damage. That shit is nasty. The shit he's able to just go for. Ooh, I am vulnerable. Oh, he got me. He definitely could have killed with a Tsukuyomi counter hit, but he probably just wanted to make sure 100% that I was dead. Because from the wall rising of that 6-6K, I'm no longer crouching, and Tsukuyomi hits for a lot on counter hit. That bitch is like 45 damage on counter hit. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, he approaches with that often. Okay. A lot of backstepping from Mr. Pants right now. Hello. Uh-oh. That's not what I should have done. It is what I meant to do, but it is not what I should have done. Alright. Oh. I should know this, because anytime Mr. Pants should be blocking, he'll crouch or step instead. So I know that that's my fault for throwing that out. I'm just impatient because he's playing an incredibly defensive Setsuka and I don't like it. I want to do something to stop it. He stepped to the wrong direction, but still got away from it. Unfortunate, but not surprising. Where does she rank on a tier list? Hilda? Near the top. She's incredible. Hilda's godlike. She's like the 3rd best character in the game. But it depends on who you ask, and it depends on the day that you ask them. I think Hilda is a top 5 today. She was a top 10 yesterday, and she'll probably be a top 3 tomorrow. I think Hilda's an incredible character. I think in overall tools, I think Hilda's probably a top 5. There's kind of nothing in the game she wants to have. She kind of has everything. You know how Nightmare players are like, boo, we want a 12-frame punish. A standing 12-frame punish. And then you have Setsuka players that are like, boo, we want good horizontals. And then you have Mitsu players that are like, boo, we really just want bug fixes, please. Hilda doesn't have any of those. In fact, the bugs that she does have work in her favor. Because the bugs that she does have are, hey, if you're fighting against the Solomel and Asta, you just get bonus damage. Because their hitboxes are so wide. And some of your moves just auto-correct to where their center of mass is in relation to other characters. I still only want 2 things for Hilda as a Hilda main. What would that be, son? I'll listen to it for sure, but I don't think... the only 2 things I want is a vertical low that gives me a Regalia charge, and a horizontal low that gives me a Regalia charge. But, like, then we would literally have everything. A low Regalia attack's a dream, and to not be hit in the face for doing a low attack. Yeah, a low Regalia attack would be incredible. I wish her wall rising attacks had longer tech crouch on them, because a lot of them have, like, you'll go to, like, the wiki and shit, and it'll be like, ah, this has 8 frames of tech crouch. But, like, regular characters are just hitting you constantly with regular-ass jabs from there, and you're like, why? Why's it gotta be this way? Gotcha. But that's a bug fix. You can get hit in the face for doing 2K, as an example. This is true. It's because she's so regal and tall, or something. Wow, that missed from directly in front. Interesting. Gotcha. Yeah, he's now just getting into the habit of just throwing out BB every time he sees me land because he thinks I'm going to press something. Which, normally I do. Normally I do press something. I don't blame him for thinking that. But eventually I'm gonna fucking adapt. I eat 8 of those to the face. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I should probably not get hit by anymore. That one. I feel like I shouldn't get hit by that anymore. Yeah, every time I successfully block something, he crouches. Pants, please, you have to stop waking up crouching like this. There we go. That should ring out. Oh, okay. I didn't even need the swing. But I agree with you, Silith. I agree that Hilda has a couple of little issues, but they're so minor. The issues she has are so minor compared to her strengths. It's one of the few things I really, really genuinely, unironically, unapologetically love about her character is she is, like, wildly, stupidly powerful. Like, I get that she's supposed to be a strong character. She is too damn good. I actually wouldn't mind her being toned down a little bit more, but they would have to give her something else. Like the low regalia attack we were talking about. I have no problem with them nerfing a little bit of her damage or a little bit of her meter gain or something like that, if they give her some other shit. It doesn't stop her from being really good, just stuff that I want, you know? Yeah. For sure. I mean, there's shit that I want for fucking Mitsu. Most of them are bug fixes. I actually think almost everything about Mitsu is completely fine the way it is. Except, I want him to have bug fixes, and I want his moves to have less pushback. I can kind of, almost agree with 1KA being fucking minus 14 on hit, and minus 24 on block, and 1BB being minus 10 on hit, and fucking minus 28 on block. I can almost agree to both of those, if they did something to make his bugs not as big an issue as they currently are, because I actually really, really love Mitsurugi the way he is. But there's a lot of ugly quality of life fuck-ups. Her meter gain is nuts, to be honest. Yeah, exactly, which is why I'm like, if they wanted to nerf any aspect of her, it would probably have to be her meter gain. Because you do one Regalia fucking combo, and she charges like a third of a bar. It's crazy. You just do 6 combos, and you have so much meter to just hold on to after that. Hello. I'm gonna keep doing 1KA, because if I catch him on a counter hit for the 1K, it nets me like 70 damage. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. You can't stop me from doing it, man. Okay. Yeah. Would you rather them buff every character or nerf everyone? I actually don't want buffs or nerfs for most characters. I just want some characters to have minor tweaks. I'm 100% serious when I say this. A lot of people are like, oh, Kajir the Mighty is a notorious Mitsu down player. I actually don't want him to get any buffs. I just want minor bug fixes. If they did give him any buff, there's only exactly one buff that I would want. And the buff that I would want would explicitly be, I want his 1BB to not be minus 28 on block. And I want his 1KB to be not minus 14 on hit. I would make 1KB minus 10 on hit. And I would make 1BB on block minus 22. That way it's still launch punishable, but characters that are incredibly slow can't have the hugest punishes in the world. Astaroth can land a fucking critical edge. And Astaroth has one of the slowest critical edges in the game at fucking 24 frames. So if Astaroth can critical edge punish a Mitsu 1BB on block, it's a little not great. And everyone goes, but 1BB does so much damage. And I'm like, cut the damage. I don't actually want it to do all that much damage. But it's so good, it can ring out. Yeah, it can ring himself out too. It's not like, everyone wants to talk about 1BB like it's godlike, but if you want a good Mitsu low, you do 2-2K. 2-2K on counter hit does like 28 damage and it's only minus 14 on block. So even if your opponent is able to punish it, they can't punish it with anything super heavy. So like, I get it, I genuinely do, but like, there's just minor things that I'm like, if I could fix it, I would tone some stuff down. I would make Mitsu's damage for his lows a little bit smaller, but then also make his shit a little bit safer. I'm just gonna keep doing 2K and eventually it's gonna hit. But I think Mitsu's fine. I think the overall game plan he has is fine. I think he has some really good lethal hits. I think Shura Blade is like not super great. I'd rather have a 12 frame CE like we used to have, but if we're never getting a 12 frame CE back, 14 frames plus a power up state is actually not too bad. Damn, I was hoping he would eventually lose patience. But he never did. Who would you want as a guest DLC character and a returning DLC character, and why? I actually don't really like DLC characters, to be completely honest with you. If I were to pick a returning DLC character, my brain and my heart want to say Darth Vader, because he was the most fun DLC character I personally believe I've ever had. I think he was the most fun I've ever had with a DLC character with Darth Vader. But, like, that's a licensing super nightmare, because Disney owns Star Wars. And then for a new character, I would want Artorias from Dark Souls 1 DLC. And I get a lot of flack for that, because people are like, why not put in Bloodborne Hunter? Why not put in Sekiro? Why not do this or that? And I'm like, I kind of don't like the idea of those characters as much as Artorias. And Artorias is already like a Berserk reference. So you hit a double audience of the Souls series. The Souls series altogether is bigger than the Bloodborne series and is bigger than Sekiro, because lol, we got to have multiple games, right? But then you get to the whole, like, Artorias' moveset would be hella fucking tight. Lady Maria's moveset you could definitely do something with, and like Sekiro's moveset you could definitely do something with, but none of them are going to, like, they're not gonna feel like a very fluid. There's no, like, big fluid power character in the game. The most fluid power character you have is probably Siegfried, but he stands fluid. I feel like you could make Artorias like a really weird movement fluidity. You know, like how Geralt's able to do that, those little steps and shit. Wow, that was a vertical that retracted the hell out of me. I think the idea of Artorias' moveset would be very interesting. I think it'd be more interesting than the idea of Sekiro or Lady Maria's moveset. But that's just my personal opinion. If Sekiro or Lady Maria got added, I personally don't think I would play them, because they would probably be speed technique characters. I want more power characters. The game has a lot of speed technique characters. I want more power characters. With the exception of Halmaru, Astaroth, Siegfried, and Nightmare, there aren't too many speedy technique-y boys. Wow. I actually did not think I was going to be able to land that raw. Oh! That's an upsetting amount of damage. All right. You don't like Starkiller? What's up, lagging out? Who's over your head? Oh, that's the channel mascot, Toriga. The channel mascot, baby. Nice headband. Thank you, Ragna. Hey, a bunch of motherfuckers showing up all of a sudden. What's cracking? How you guys doing? Definitely didn't have the range I wanted it to have, but that's okay. He's backstepping a lot. I should do something to neutralize his backstep. Like that. He did Nukemi. Oh, this is gonna get really close to killing. Ooh. Regular grab? Interesting. Oh, and then do a jumping attack. I think Asta's jumping B breaks block, but I could just be wrong. That's the reason why I was throwing that out. Oh my god, we've already played 8 matches already. Nice. Are you afraid Artorias would be OP? Not at all. If they're able to take 2B and nerf her to a spot where most people in the game are like, yeah, she's a balanced character, and she was like godlike stupid powerful on launch, and same with Oswell, where most people now are like, yeah, his Axlo and 3B lethal hits dumb, but like he's balanced. If they're able to take those characters that were once deemed like unstoppable super gods and make those characters not egregious, then I have faith that they'd be able to do that with a new release. He might release and be not very good, but then like turn out to be better once they fix him, or he might release busted as shit and then they nerf him to a spot that's acceptable. Pants, you have to stop whiffing things into crouch. So it's got some Jurihan, Nurse Joy, Mitsurugi fusion, kind of. Hello. Uh-huh. Wow. I love when Astaroth's tech crouch has him standing completely fucking straight up in the sky. That's crazy. Hello. He goes Clefable, the Pokemon next to Kajura's face. Well, the one right next to my face is Clefairy. Clefable's on the right hand, the bottom right hand. Ooh. Gotcha. Every time, baby. Every time. I need to remember that the first hit of BA will rise someone into the A attack now. I need to throw it out more religiously. Okay. Ooh. Let me try some of these. Oh, hello, you're home. I'm on stream. I didn't think you'd be home already. What time is it? Huh? Oh, God, it's almost 9:30? Ah. Well. Stream, my girlfriend is home. Oh, no. Have you created the mascot on SC6? Sort of, but long story short, they don't have the kind of top that I would want to give her. They have chaps. They have Mitsu's armor, obviously, but like the closest top I'd be able to do would be like probably the spy robe, and the spy robe looks fine. I made a version of her as Setsuka, but like it's not very good. So I'm just like, meh. I also don't like using creative souls, so unless I could take those big milkers and throw them on regular Mitsu, probably not gonna do it. That also is the most cursed image ever, so. I just did B slide 6, 2A, like 4 times. It ended up working, so I can't be mad at it. I just did not expect that it would work that many times. Uh-huh. Okay, there we go. I need to make him nervous so that he stops breaking grabs. If I can make him nervous, I'm going to be able to vortex him up nice and good, which is what I want to do. That's the end plan here. Ah, he found a way out of it. Well, upsetting as that may be, I'm just going to have to deal with that. Hello. Ooh, I knew too, but I didn't do anything to stop it. There we go. Eventually, he's going to try to close it out by trying to mind game me. Setsuka's 2A and 2K has good range, but the 2A does not hit low. Ooh, he covered himself with Tsukuyomi. That's actually incredibly good, because Tsukuyomi's like a hell of a move. Oh, hello. I thought I recovered in a slight tech crouch there, but I guess I don't. Hello. I wonder what he's saving all his meter for. Maybe it's exclusively being used for soul charges. That would make sense. Setsuka's soul charge is quite good. Oh, God. Toriko goes, I just threw up. Thanks for that? Why? Why? What happened? Talking about Mitsu with boobs. Yeah, if Mitsu's face and body had boobs, that'd be interesting. They'd be huge too. They'd have to be like Ivy's, because Clefairugi's got big ol' Ivy badonkers. Big old Dobon honkaroos. Very uncomfortable. A lot of back issues. I mean, I can back up all day because I have fucking health advantage. Here it comes again? Oh no! You love it. Oh! There we go! Mr. Pants has been trying his ass off to land that for so long. Ooh, hello. That's easy damage I just have to accept. There we go! You don't have enough time to crouch. There we go. Oh, the first trans character in Soul Calibur? Nah, son. Tira's the first transsexual character in Soul Calibur. Jolly Tira is a woman, and Gloomy Tira is a man. Confirmed. Actualized lore. The deal is they share a woman body. What's cracking? Oh, shit. What time is it? Do you have regular cash with paper? Sure. Cool. Sure, go for it. That sounds good. Alright, one more, Pants. He said, wait, for real? No. No, but that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Ooh. Oh, he could have done considerably more damage than that, but that's okay. Oh, the first hit of that whiffed against his regular leg? Anybody else see that? The first hit of my, oh. The first hit of my 4B plus K didn't hit him. The second and third one did. Interesting. Damn. That jump is so good. Damn. He goes, wait, what? For real? No, that's not real. No, not really. That'd be interesting. I wouldn't be against the idea of a character having like a trans roots or whatever. If you're gonna do it, it would have to be with a character that it would make sense though. If Talum all of a sudden decided she's a boy, it wouldn't fit her lore of like being like a very important female like chosen priestess lady. But you could do it for a character that has very little backstory, or the backstory would allow for that. So a character like Tira, you could just make it to where one of her personalities just identifies as a dude. And then it's like, alright, well there you go. Get on? That'd be dope. It's very believable. I mean, we have characters that are running around with, like, world-annihilating super swords and fucking golems made of stone so Phitia can conjure lightning. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be all that believable. You can just insert it wherever the fuck you want, really. But if I were to do it myself and not make it feel like it's incredibly forced and hollow, I would probably just be like, yeah, put it on a character like Tira. Or, you know, it'd be really good, put it on Zasalamel. Zasalamel's canon lore is that he reincarnates in different bodies constantly. It never states that he always has to be a dude. Zasalamel could reincarnate into a woman body. And then you have Zasalamel be like a super tall, buff, because Soul Calibur doesn't really have any super buff women aside from, like, I guess Taki, but she's got big old milkers, right? You could just make Zasalamel be like the big buff, black, fucking magic time-bending woman. You know what I mean? And it would make sense for him lore-wise because he reincarnates into multiple bodies constantly. Zasalamel has probably been all kind of races, all kind of ethnicities. The only thing I would do is I would not remove him from being black. I think Zasalamel being black is important because there's no other, like, black diversity in this game. So I would kind of like him to stay black, but, like, ooh, he broke that. Uh-oh. Well, he's stuck against that wall. Does that not break guards? It does have a backstep. It does break guards. If I just keep throwing out that Hori mid. You want Zarya then? Yeah, but I would want Black Zarya. Okay, so you know the character from Black Panther? The bald chick that had a spear? That black bald chick with the spear, if you made her taller and a little more wide, so she looks like an actual, like, big warrior, and you just said, like, here's Zasalamel's newest reincarnation, I'd be like, yeah, alright, I'm down for that. Oyoke? Okoye? Yeah, Okoye. I keep wanting to call her something else, but Okoye, if you made a Zasalamel that looked like Okoye, but was still, like, 6 feet tall, that'd be tight as fuck. You kidding me? GG's, Mr. Pants. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool as fuck.